Hello guys, in the previous lecture we have learned how to render an image into our HTML code, but this lecture is concentrated on jinja2 template engine. So what are we going to do here is we are actually going to pass the data from the application to the HTML page and we are going to use it. So for demonstration purpose we are going to write some hard code here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove everything inside the body, save it, come back here and refresh. Go to the root. If I say here, what I'm going to do here is come back here, remove this, the thing that we have done previously. Now save this. Okay, and if you go to here, now everything is empty because we have removed everything from our body part inside the index.html. So what are we going to do here is we're going to write code that is going to produce some list and it is viewed on a HTML page. So come down here and I'm going to give each list item here. So what it will be is apple, orange, and here it will be mango. Save this thing, come back here, refresh it. Now you can see an unordered list actually shows some data about the fruits. That this is visible because we have hard coded it, but in a real world scenario this is not how you want to do, because you do not know how many items are present inside the data. Alright, how many items are present inside data is variable, so you can't type code for every single data item that you want to be shown inside your website. So there must be a dynamic approach on how to show it. Alright, so what are we going to do here is we're going to actually show this thing on our website, but not by writing like this. So what we're going to do is, so we have some data here. So what I'm going to say is fruits equal to, I'm going to put it inside list, apple, orange, and mango. Now save this thing. So we have our data in the application part with a list, and the list name is fruits. So now we want to pass this variable to our HTML page. So what are we going to do? So come down here and say fruits equal to fruits. So what change does this bring? So on the right hand side the fruits indicate the list. Alright, on the left hand side fruits indicates the variable that we are going to use inside the HTML page. Alright, so now here what we're going to do is come back here, just remove all of this and say fruits. Now save, go back here and refresh it. Now you can actually see the list in the HTML page. Alright, so this is how we can actually pass data from the application part to the HTML part. But we don't want our data to be represented in a list format. We want to see them individually. So what we're going to do here is we're going to run a loop around it. So how are we going to do it? So there is a facility. So we can actually write some Python code inside the HTML part. So previously when we have used double braces, and inside it we have placed our variable fruits. So whenever we want to use a variable inside HTML page, we use this double braces. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to write some statements of Python. So how that's going to happen? So open a curly brace and now use the percentage symbol, and now you can write Python code for item in fruits, and now end with a percentage symbol. So now you see the difference. Whenever you want to write a statement of Python inside the HTML page, you're going to use the curly braces and a percentage symbol. But every time you want to use a variable, you're going to use it with the double braces. Alright, now you can identify the difference. So now here instead of fruits, we're going to use the variable item. This is so similar to write a Python code. So how do we actually know when the for loop is going to end? Alright, there is a small statement that we have to write, but before that I'm going to clear it out. So whenever you write code in Python language, you use indentation to know when the block of statement ends. But here we do not follow any indentation because this is HTML code, and just we are going to embed Python code in it. So we need to make sure that it understands where it's going to end. So come down here. Now again another Python statement inside this. Now we're going to write end for. Now this will end the for loop. So come back here, refresh it. Now you can see individual items, but okay, these are shown sequentially in a horizontal way, but these are not visible in a list format. All right. So if you want to show them in a previously how we've done using unordered list, so we can come down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of this in. Okay, so inside this unordered list, so I'm going to close the unordered list here. So all the items are actually placed inside li. What is it? It's the list item. Alright, now if you actually go ahead and refresh this page, now you can see them in a unordered list format. Alright, in this way we can actually use for loop along with Python and HTML code. So the stuff that we have done using Python language inside the HTML code is what a jinja2 template engine is useful for. So now that we have used for loop, let's go ahead and use if condition. So we can use if condition here. So what I'm going to do is similar to how we write a Python statement, because if statements are also Python statements. So open it and close it. So if what are we going to say? If mango in fruits, then we are going to say what we're going to say, mangoes is in list. Alright, now save this, and again we need to write the end if statement. Now save this thing, come back here, refresh it. Now you can see the mango is in list because we have a mango in our fruits list. Alright, so another thing that we can do here is, what if we do not have mango in our list? Let's come back here just for if we do not have any item. So come back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write an else statement. Else, and here what I'm going to do is give a paragraph. Mango is not in the list. Alright, save this thing, come back here, refresh it. Now mango is not in the list because we cannot see any mango here. Alright, so we do not have to write any end else, because if else is a part of the if statement, we either can use it or we do not, but end if isn't mandatory. Alright, so this is how you can use for and if statement inside the HTML code with the help of jinja2 template engine. Alright, jinja2 template engine. Alright, in the next lecture we are going to actually learn some interesting stuff, so let's get ahead.